Welcome to Collecting Chaos. My name is James, and this is Coffee with Chaos. As you can see, I have my coffee. Behind me is chaos, as always. It doesn't look like chaos because you can't see the chaos, okay? But I have to clean this chaos up pretty quick here because I've got some wrestling figures back there somewhere, and I need to dig them out for a sale that we're doing on Saturday. It's a like a sidewalk sale or a parking lot sale. And I'm going to take some wrestling figures because next week in that same spot, they're going to have some wrestling. So, yeah, I'm going to take some wrestling figures. And somewhere I might have some wrestling comics. I'll take those too if I can find them. I have no idea where to even start looking for those. It's just the way it is. So what are we going to do today? Tonight? We're going to look at a few things with a black light. I don't know if you'll be able to tell much about it because it doesn't really show up very well. It kind of shows up as red on the screen. But I'll point some things out with my handy dandy modeling tool here. It's a modeling. It's for miniatures modeling, but you know, I've never used it for that. It's just one of those things. I'll go over the comics that I pressed this past week, comics and magazines that I pressed this last week. And of course, we'll just talk because, yeah, why not? I did make a mistake. I said that the modern comics published by Charlton came out in the late 80s, and it was actually in around 85. It was actually around 77, 78 that they came out because that's what happened. My brain got all fuzzy and I couldn't remember what my notes said. Rather than actually looking at them, I just tried to go off them. But I think I'm going to put everything together and maybe do a deep dive on Charlton from the beginning to their end. What's up, Michael? Hey, I got everything washed. It's all in a box. I'm going to put some nanocellulose fiber in a little baggie for you in the box, and I'll double bag it to make sure it doesn't get torn. And then I'll tape it all up, throw a comic book in there, and send it off. I'll throw the comic book in there before I tape it up, though. How's that? It's not a very good condition comic, but I know it's one that you want, so I figured why not. Might get that out tomorrow, or Friday, or Saturday. I don't know. But they are clean. You'll still have to go through and clean a couple more of them a little better, but I washed them off. Took a brush to them. Hopefully they're all right. There's some stuff in there that isn't Hot Wheels, but I'm just sending it. It's everything I got in that one batch that I bought for like $5. So I'm just going to send it all to you. And that'll be before the end of the week. It will be sent to you. So, yeah. Just looking at the next comic I have to clean and press. And it blew me away because I never realized. Well, it's an Eclipse comic. This one's really bad. But you said you wanted it even in that condition, so it doesn't matter. But it's called Cutie Bunny. And Bunny, of course, looks like Storm. And then we have another character that looks like Cyclops, and another one that looks like Wolverine. And they're fighting some DC kind of characters. I, I don't remember ever reading it, so I'm going to read it before I clean it. I'll go ahead and show it to you if I can get to it. Yeah, I decided to go ahead and send you this copy of Combat. Because you wanted it. So, and I've got too much stuff to fix already, and I don't want to mess with it. Yeah. Cutie Bunny. I wonder if that's a wraparound cover. I never looked. Oh, cool. It is a wraparound cover. That makes it even better. X X Critters versus the Nice Guy League of America. Yeah, that's the one you said you wanted. And I said I wasn't going to send it to you. And then I got to looking at it and I went, I don't want to do this. I'll just send it to him and he can do whatever he wants with it. I will be looking for another copy for myself, though. Maybe one that's in a little bit better shape. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start showing what I pressed this past week, and we'll get started on that. I have the lights darkened a little bit because number one, glare on the comics that I'm going to show, since 90% of them are in Mylar, and also so that I can talk a little bit about black light and show you a few examples of what you might see. So let's go ahead and switch over. And it starts with plop. Number 6. Gotta let it plop. You can see the camera, of course, but, or is that the microphone? No, it's the camera. Yeah, Basil Wolferton cover. Love it. Great stuff. Like tilt it that way, you can almost see it without any glare. Next up, we've got Michael T. Gilbert, Elric, Sailors of the Seas of Fate. This is number 7. Yeah, I probably shouldn't show you this one. This is an issue of Femme Fatales from 1999. It's volume 5, number 7. Gee, I don't know why I would want that. Cassandra Peterson is Elvira. Next we have Cerebus, number 65. Of course, Dave Sims does the art on all those. We have Airboy number 50 from 1989. This is the last issue of Airboy. The beautiful Joe Kubert cover. And follow that with a Jack Kirby Silver Star cover. I made a mistake this morning, or last night, actually. When I was uploading the videos for today, I accidentally put them both at releasing at 6:30 in the morning, rather than one at 6:30 and one at 2 p.m., which was the intention. Oh well, stuff happens. This is War number 3 and a Tom Sutton cover. Anything done for the first time releases Human? I have no idea what you're talking about. The Archie's Joke Book 178. Says every time I aim for a strike, I get a gutter ball. Archie says, so aim for a gutter ball and you'll get a strike. And of course it worked. Oh, right. Right. Yes. And that was the Cerebus cover. And it says unleashes rather than releases. Next up, this is an epic illustrated with a Frank Frazetta cover from spring of 1980. And those of you that are familiar with Epic will know that this is the first issue, especially since it says premiere issue right there. Nice Frazetta cover there. And we have from 1970, this is a Tony Strobel, Bugs Bunny, and Gold Key. That's number 130. Next up, this cover is done by Bob Grant. It's 4-color, number 926 from 1958, Peter Pan. Next up, we've got John Romita doing Tomb of Dracula, number 21. John Romita cover. Richie Rich Gems, number 20 from 1977. Probably a Warren Kramer cover, but most of them aren't. It's hard to find one that actually has the find who did the covers on it. I mean, it's just finding somebody a credit for who did a cover on a Harvey comic is almost impossible. Then we have from 1974 another Basil Wolverton plop. This is number 7, and of course we got to have that plop sound. And then we have Epic Illustrated number 2 from 1980. And this is a Richard Corbin cover. I like Richard Corbin's art, always have. Another Michael T. Gilbert, Elric. This one is Weird of the White Wolf, number 1. And Air Cerebus number 66. This is not in a Mylar. This is in an OPP bag that it was in originally. After I pressed it, I put it back in the same bag, thinking I made a mistake, but I'm not going to worry about it for about 6 years. Then we have looks like Gerald McCain. I'm not sure. The last name is McCain. I know that. This is Classics Illustrated, Type E. Nice color, really brilliant colors on that. GM McCain. Or J McCain, G McCain, yeah, G McCain. And this is a Tom Lyle cover of Airboy versus the Air Maidens. From 1983, Skate Man by Neil Adams. Not his most famous work, but fun. And here's Epic Illustrated number 3. This is a Paul Gulacy cover. From 1972, this is a Billy the Kid. And that is a Jose Delbo cover. It's in decent shape. This is number 95. I know, but it's Neil Adams. Uh, Archie's Joke Book, number 188 from 1973. No credited artist, but yeah, it was probably Dan DeCarlo. From 1970, this is Bugs Bunny number 129. I don't have a credited artist on this one, but it's a cool cover. Bugs making Yosemite Sam do all the work. It's a four color number 1013 from 1959. Bat Masterson. And of course, Gene Barry played Bat Masterson on the TV show, if you've never had a chance to watch it. I used to watch it when I was little. I think some of the words to the song was he carried a cane and wore a derby hat. His name was Bat Masterson. Yeah, it did. It turned out really nice. Better than I expected as well. And thank you for sending it. This is a Tom Palmer cover for Tomb of Dracula number 22. Mike Kaluta cover on Epic Illustrated number 4, winter of 1980. I have a pretty decent run of Epic Illustrated. Interesting thing about this comic. Now, if you want to take a second to Google, what was that rabbit? No, I can't think of the name of it. I gotta look on the inside. Yeah, Google Bucky O'Hare real quick for his first appearance. I think you're going to get a surprise because whatever it tells you is wrong. This says Bucky O'Hare's first appearance. And it's right there. That's Bucky O'Hare. And it says right here, work in progress, Bucky O'Hare, illustrated, written by Larry Hama, illustrated by Michael Golden. And they say on Google, I believe they were saying that the first appearance was in 1984. And this is from 1980. Matter of fact, we'll just go ahead and do that for you and put it on the screen. Well, it's not sharing it. It's supposed to, but it's not. Why is it not doing that? Oh, it's saying that it can't share it. Well, that's no good. Share screen. Yeah, it's not doing it the way it's supposed to. I'd have to look it up on how that might work. Let's see. Copy. Nope, it's not going to do it. Yeah, it's not going to share the screen. But what I did is it's on Wikipedia, and it says made its publishing debut, Echo of Future Past, #1, May 1984. The original Bucky O'Hare was published by Neil Adams Continuity Comics between 1984 and 1985. But that's not his first appearance. Because I just showed you his first appearance. Yeah, it's not letting me capture any other screen, and I don't know why. So we'll go ahead and put that back in. Yeah, first appearance of Bucky O'Hare, right here. Epic Illustrated, #4. Next up, Richie Rich Gems. This one is credited to Warren Kramer. I used to be able to share screens easily, but I don't know why it's not working now. Basil Wolverton, 1979, Plop #8. And of course, we got to go. I'm thinking about getting some clear backing boards so I can see both sides of the plop, because they do another one on the other side. Uh, Elric Weird of the White Wolf #3. I'm missing #2. This is a P. Craig Russell uh, cover. And we've got Cerebus #67, Day of Greatness, Age of Consent. This is Classics Illustrated 34-60. Bob Webb did the cover. I did do conservation work on this one. Don't know if I showed it to you or not. I did a little bit of leaf casting or spot casting, and removed some rubber cement that was holding the pages together. And it turned out really nice. Very happy with that. You saw this one last week after I read it, and I'd read it before back in the early 70s. But I went ahead and read it and then did a light clean in the press, and there it is. Vampirilla #1. It's missing a spot there. I could have leaf casted that, but I decided to just not. I would rather I just have it the way it is. And the cover is connected, by the way, on both staples. And we have Air Maiden Special #1. Larry Elmore did the artwork on this cover. And Larry Elmore did a lot of work for Dungeons and Dragons back in the 80s. And yeah, really great artist. Didn't do a lot of comic book work, though. Somerset Holmes #1. I have a couple of copies of this. Brent Anderson did the cover art and the interior. It's from 1988. And I discovered, when I ran across this, I discovered I didn't have all of the Somerset Holmes. I've only got like the first 2 or 3 of them. From 1966, this is Cheyenne Kid #59. And it turned out pretty nice, considering it's maybe a very good copy at best. But it turned out very nice. And Louis Dominguez cover. Very nice artist. Worked for Charlton. We have an Archie's joke book here, #191. From 1973. Bugs Bunny #138. No credited artist. This is Epic Illustrated number 5 from 1981, covered by the Hildebrandt brothers. Four color number 1016, Morris Golub did the art. Smokey the Bear. I really should have worked on this one before I pressed it. I have some pieces that fell off there in the back here. I will probably go back and work on it later on once I get caught up with some of the other ones I want to do. Tomb of Dracula 23, Gil Kane cover. And I'm pretty sure he had some help. On the faces, because Marvel was doing that a lot to him on the Tomb of Dracula covers. And lastly, we have Richie Rich Gems, number 35. And he discovers what causes the Northern Lights. That is what I pressed. Some of the epic stories are really good. A lot of them aren't. But the covers were always good. And I collect them mostly for the covers. I will have to admit that. Now, I couldn't find my little black light that I bought on clearance at Walmart when I worked there, so I went ahead and spent some money and got a good one. And I'm not going to blind you with it. I mean, you can. Yeah. It works pretty good. And it actually gives you an idea of what it is. This can be a recharge. The battery in this is rechargeable, which is cool. I think I paid about $30 for it. But that's okay. Now, I wanted to look at a few things under it, but I don't know that it's going to show up, which is why I have it a little bit darker. And we'll go ahead and take a look and see if we can see anything wrong. Go back to my other one. I'm going to turn this other light off. See if that helps some. And I have another light back here. Yeah. And we're going to turn this on and see what we can see. Now, you can't see a whole lot on that, but right here, my little pointer there, right there, you might be able to see a slight difference in the blue. And that's where I use some where I used my colored pencils to fill it in, but I also used it over here, and you can't see it very well there. And I used it on some of the red here, and it's not as noticeable there either. You can tell it's not as noticeable. What I thought was really neat is look how that shines out. I don't know if you can tell it or not. But where I did the leaf casting, it's a bright white when you look at it under the blue light. But if I turn my light back on, and turn this off, it's a pretty good color match. Which is kind of interesting. So I did another experiment, and we're going to turn that light off again in a minute. This is from my scrap pile. And what I did was I took these two and I tore the page in half, Chip and Dale, but it's a gold key Chip and Dale, but it's missing the cover, and I only have like 4 wraps. So I said, okay, I'll sacrifice that. And I tore it in half. The bottom half, I didn't do anything to it. The top half, I sprayed it down with calcium hydroxide and betaine, and then I dried it. And this is how it turns out. Now, if I put this on the bottom, you can't really tell any difference on it. And on the top, it looks exactly the same, except for this one spot that has white on it. And there's a spot here on the bottom that I don't think you can see it. Let me turn this light off, maybe you can. Right here, where his tooth is, it's real shiny, and you can't really see it. I can, it looks blue, just like that. And there's other little spots along here that look like, ink is missing. Same thing on here, though. There's areas that here with the same problems. There's one there, there's one here. Unfortunately, you can't really see it as good. And that was at 79% ultraviolet. So, yeah. You really can't tell the difference when you're using calcium hydroxide. Of course, I didn't soak it in calcium hydroxide, and I'm going to do that next. And I'll show that on a future video. I haven't been able to tell yet. I haven't shown it on anything that has nanocellulose on it yet. I'm going to check that out next, as well as I'm going to soak this down good in calcium hydroxide and see if that makes a difference. So, just a few little experiments that I tried. And I've got somebody at the door. I'll be right back. It was my neighbor. He brought me some carrots and some pears. He uh, he apologized. He forgot that I do a live stream on Wednesday nights. So yeah, I use Prismacolor pencils, and they don't show up as much. And also, they are used in conservation. In fact, a lot of times what they do is they'll take methyl cellulose and put a layer of methyl cellulose down, and then use the colored pencil on top of that. And that way it just comes right off if you wash it. But yeah, the leaf casting was really bright. What I really like about this one is it has a little case to keep it in. And cases like that I don't lose. Individual tools I'll lose, but if it's in a case, I'll know where it is. So I've used it to detect ink. Uh, it doesn't work that well, but it does work. And at least I found a use for that Lois Lane cover that I ruined. Uh, it's fun. Um, I wonder if I have anything that has nanocellulose on it. No, not handy. Uh, what I use, no, I just pressed it today. Or it's still in the press, I should say. Because that four color that I used the nanocellulose on, I could do that one, but it's still in the press, or it's in the cold press stage. So yeah, we're going to have to wait on that one. Yeah, that. The thing is, I can use a magnifying glass and pick out where I use the Prismacolors, but they don't show up that well under the black light. You can see them with the magnifier, and I can really see them with my microscope, but under the black light, it doesn't show up. So anyway, I went on eBay and I found somebody that was selling 5 of the Somerset homes. Now, 3 of them, or no, 4 of them were done by PC, and I have 3, I think. And the other 2 were done by Eclipse, and I didn't have those at all. So I went ahead and bought them. I'm just waiting for them to show up. And of course, when I show up, I'll do a little short video. I keep meaning to set those up so that they come out in the afternoon, and I'll show them, just whenever. If I get 3 or 4 at a time, then yeah. I've actually got some here. I got a Absolute Superman 14 that I didn't have, so now I can read Absolute Superman. After number 13, I read the first 13, bought them late because I wasn't going to get them, and then I changed my mind and decided, well, I'm just going to go ahead and get them, and I don't care what printing it is, it just doesn't matter to me. I don't care if they're 9th, 10th, 12th, 18th, 19th print. I don't care. I just want to read the stories anyway. So I've read the first 13 Absolute Superman, read all of the Absolute Batman, and I've read the first 12 Absolute Wonder Woman. And I should be getting number 13 and 14. Well, no, I got 13. the other day at the comic store, last week at the comic store. So I probably went ahead and read that. It's number 14 I don't have yet. I think 14 to 15 I'm missing. And those are the ones with Zatanna. Zatanna and Zatara, actually. So as soon as those show up, I can read those. Yeah, I'll be a happy camper. Then I'll be caught up on the absolute stuff that I wanted to read, which is the Trinity, Wonder Woman, Superman, and Batman. I did read Absolute Green Arrow #1. It was okay. Wasn't bad. I'm not that enthusiastic about the Absolute universe, but I'm reading them anyway. Now the regular DC comics, most of them are pretty good. Flash is Absolute Flash is Actually, Absolute Flash is makes absolutely no sense to me. But I don't have the first few issues either. I started late on it. Absolute Green Lantern is one of those. Yeah, it's a kind of okay, I guess. It's not my favorite, but they're all right. Oh yeah, Spider Noir. Huh? There's so many good actors that could do that role. Why did they pick Nicolas Cage? I guess he was desperate. I haven't seen him in anything in a long time. Didn't Stacy Keach play a Sam Spade style character at one point back in the 80s or 90s? I did finally finish watching Lucifer. Of course, halfway through the last episode, the lights went out and I had to wait about 20 minutes for them to come back on. And having some nasty storms and it's doing that to them. Yeah, there's a lot of good actors that could play that character. Yeah, I haven't seen any previews for the Lanterns yet. I guess I'll have to type it in on a search and see what I can find. I know they're on eBay some or on YouTube somewhere. But DC likes to do that. They like to show action, but they don't actually show anything that's to tell you what it's going if it's going to be any good. They'll show the characters, and that's it. Yeah, I thought he did. Who else would be good? Who would be good in a role like that? That is still acting today. That hasn't been blackballed from acting. because of their politics. I can't think of anybody off the top of my. I know there's some good ones out there that could do it, but I can't think of their names. I can visualize them, but I can't think of their names. Oh yeah, Mike Cameron. Yep, I actually watched that when it was on. I bet Ben Affleck could make a good noir Sam Spades type character. I bet you he could play it all right. Get him a little bit out of the superhero role, but as a detective, he might be all right because he's a good actor. He just hasn't been in all the best movie roles. Jeez, it probably took him a while. Actually, no, I think he Russell Crowe. Yeah, he might be all right. Okay. Yeah, Mickey Spillane wrote a lot, and a lot of the stuff he wrote never made it into paperback form. It was just published in magazines and stuff like that. Yeah, Russell Crowe might be okay as a private eye type character, a noir type character. Yeah, I don't watch much TV. Uh, Usually, if I find a series that piques my interest, I just wait till it comes out on DVD and buy it. That way, I can watch it whenever I want, however many times I want. I did break down and buy the Mandalorian series, and I'll probably get the movie when it's released on DVD. But I'm not going to go to the movie theater for it. In the other room, I've got a 52-inch screen. What do I need to go to the movies for? Just wait till it comes out on DVD and watch it. I can watch it as often as I want. That's how I watched Lucifer. Though it took me a while because that's 6 seasons. Reminds me, I have to find out when the next season of Wednesday is going to be released on DVD. Because I enjoy that one. Makes me laugh. I'm probably going to log off pretty quick here. I don't have a whole lot more to talk about tonight. Yep. So, and I do have a lot of work to do. I've got a sale this Saturday. It's just like a sidewalk sale or something like that. Oh, there's more to come. I'll have I have one coming out on Friday. That's yeah. I can't tell you what it is. It's a surprise. But yeah, you can look for it. It'll show. I'll be holding the comic up. Of course, I'm gonna like this or something. Of course, I'm gonna blank out the comic so you can't tell what it is. And then you'll find out what it is when I actually start working on it. My weird sense of humor. So, anyway, I think that's going to be it for tonight. Have yourself a great week, and we'll see you again on next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central. That's when I do my live stream every week. I release videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And whenever I have something to show that came in the mail, or if I buy something from the local store that's something I didn't have, I'm going to do a special like that too. I call those specials, what the bleep did I buy now? So, yeah, there's a bunch of them out there already. There's like 8 episodes. I dropped one this morning when it was supposed to drop this afternoon. I accidentally put it for 6:30 in the morning. So yeah, look forward to the next brand new start to a new project on Friday, and that's the one that I'm not showing. I just show white where the comic would be. And take care, everybody. Have yourself a great week. Hit that thumbs up or pause or whatever you want to do, and wait till I log off. Go ahead and refresh the screen and put in a comment if you want. That'll help me out a little bit. Take care. Bye. Very good.